So the beach is a cool place to hang out, especially when it's this nice outside. But with finals coming around, it's probably not the best place to study. So I'm gonna show you the top 5 best quiet study spots on Temple's campus. Okay, so the first place on our stop is Mitten Hall. This actually used to be the Student Center, but there are people playing music in here. As you can see, it's kind of this old rustic Hogwarts looking building, and most of the time it's really quiet, but they're practicing for a performance later in here right now, so I'm gonna show you where I would be if they weren't here. So if they weren't here, I would set up right over there where I was pointing, and it would be really quiet, and it would just be a nice, like, rustic place to study. Next up on the list is the 4th floor at Tuttleman. As you can see, it's a pretty sick study spot. You can get yourself one of these chairs and you'll have that nice view. You can type an essay or read a book. If these chairs aren't available, there are booths back there that you can sit on, and there's actually even a row of computers and then a printer over there. All of that, and it's a relatively quiet lounge, very spacious. I'd say that this is a great place to study for finals. We are in CERC. It's the Science Education and Research Center. I think that's right. And this is the 2nd floor. There's this huge row of standing desks. This is a pretty sweet place to work, and it's usually a lot quieter than this, but if you're into maybe standing while you do your work, it's a different feeling. It's a change of pace when you're working. So you can do that here in CERC on the 2nd floor. And also right below, you can look down onto the lobby. And the lobby is just a really cool, like, funky modern area where you can take a seat, plop on one of the couches, and just work as much as you want. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to mention, they have a cafe. All right, so we're just heading right across the way from CERC to Anderson Hall. So this huge room of computers and some printers over there, I think it's multi-purpose. I think it's usually a computer lab, but sometimes there are classes in here. If you want it to be quiet, I'd advise not sitting right next to the printer, but it seems pretty chill in here. It's well lit, and it's a cool room. There's a lot of computers that you can work at, so if you're trying to do some grinding, some studying for finals, I would definitely recommend the computer lab in Anderson. Glad I didn't fall down the steps. So this is Walkman Hall. As you can tell by the noise level, it's really quiet in here. Over here, you have rows of computers along this side. Then bunch of desks over there, and then you have this sick like thing in between all the classrooms in here. Actually, I think you can slide down that. Okay, not the best slide, but it looks cool, and probably the best thing about this place. Right here. Any place with snacks is good. Alright, I'm 15 minutes late to class because I was filming this. Personally, my favorite study spot is just in my dorm because I have all the control over how quiet it is in there, and as long as Keaton isn't disrupting me, that's probably the best place for me to work because I'm comfortable with it. But otherwise, I would check out these places if any of them interest you. Alright, I seriously have to go to class. See ya.